The Chargers beat the Steelers 25-10. Pittsburgh 5-4. Baltimore's 4-5. On your heels, the Chargers in a great AFC West, and they are playing great football over the last few games, along with Michelle Smallman and the birthday boy, Chris Canty. Evan Cohen with you. Good morning, everybody. How are we today?
Doing pretty good. Been a long time since I've seen the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Cece.
Thank you, Evan Cohen. Thank you, Smallman. I appreciate it. Of course, Nuno didn't wish me a happy birthday this morning.
He didn't.
I noticed that.
I noticed that. Happy birthday this morning. I don't think Nuno wishes anything good for me in life.
I actually did, though, but you just ignored us.
When did you wish me a happy birthday? Nobody heard it, sir.
Happy birthday. It doesn't mean you could take today off. That's what I said.
I did not hear that. Not hear that.
Yeah, no, he did say that. I apologize. He did say
that. Well,
isn't
the point of saying something like that for the person on the receiving end to actually hear it?
I mean, but you also got to, pay attention.
Hold on. The onus is on me to pay attention when we're trying to get ready to do a radio show? How is that on me?
Because you came in at what time today? About
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yes.
What time did you actually talk to us? About 5:55?
Yes.
Oh.
So off to a good birthday, obviously.
But hold on, Nuno. How is that different than any other Monday?
At least you talked to us about 5:45, so you give us at least 15 minutes of your time before the top of the show. I know you're prepared and all, so let's have a great show.
Does it make you feel good that it doesn't matter if it's your birthday, it doesn't matter if it's a holiday, it doesn't matter if your Giants win a game, whatever it is, that Nuno's going to come in and give you the same energy day in and day out? He's going to find a way to push your buttons. He's going to find a way to make it your fault or our fault, even on your birthday.
He's going to find a way to be a bad guy. He's going to find a way to take what should be a joyous occasion, a happy occasion,
That's right,
and turn it into a negative. Nuno, the ultimate pessimist. Congratulations to you, sir.
Listen,
that's hard to do.
It was great. It's a great day. The Knicks beat the Nets by 36. I'm not going to talk about, my head coach.
Evan Cohen.
Yeah.
Evan Cohen, what are you doing? What are you doing? How do you let Smalls slip in the word of the day at the top of the show? How do you let that happen, sir?
Terrible.
6:03 on Monday.
What are you doing,
Evan? What did she
Evan?
say? I didn't even hear her.
Oh, my gosh. She said waspish. It just slipped it in. I mean, she shoehorned that thing in.
I did not hear it.
It was clear and obvious. Nuno
I am in West Palm today at ESPN West Palm and didn't see it. I don't see her.
Yeah, it's okay.
But you have ears. You have ears.
You have ears.
Again,
sir.
you have ears.
Well, actually, today I have one ear because I'm in a different studio, so I actually technically only have one ear that could hear. So I didn't hear it. I did not hear it. Maybe I have a hearing problem.
I think this
Something
is
seems to be wrong
7
with
or 8
me.
in a row.
So Evan didn't hear
6
the
or
word
7.
of the day. I didn't hear the happy birthday from Nuno. We just waiting on you to drop the ball now, Smalls.
Well, let's get some Q-tips going because we got 4 hours to go, guys.
I swear to God, I have to buy Q-tips after the show today.
Do you? It's on your list?
I swear to yes. I'm not even kidding with you. I need to replenish Q-tips today. Wow, Smalls, well done. Well done by you. You know what's funny? Cece didn't talk to Nuno in time for Nuno, I guess. There's something that he's working on to fix with my situation here. Nothing major, but whatever. And yet, Nuno seems like he's in a good mood with a lot of things going wrong, including his football team yesterday. Very odd. Very odd that he's in a good mood.
Hey.
Yeah.
When you take a shot at Nuno's football team, you're taking a shot at my team, too.
That's true.
I'm going to focus on your other team, the Ravens one.
I don't need
the
you
Ravens
to do that,
one.
Yeah, are you a Raven today or what?
Yeah, he's a Raven.
3 in a row?
3 in a row. Feels good.
Yeah,
Feels pretty
he's
good.
a Raven
Just
today.
saying. Feels pretty good.
So the Chargers win last night, and they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers at 25-10. But the storyline, it's not that I want to ignore the Chargers, but I'm going to ignore the Chargers because the Steelers now only lead the Ravens by 1 game. So what has gone wrong here? Take a listen to this interaction between a reporter last night and Mike Tomlin about the quarterback and his performance.
How would you assess Aaron's performance tonight?
How would you?
Oh, boy. How would you? Okay, well, that's an interesting one. Aaron Rodgers, 16 of 31, 161, touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Cece, let's pretend you were the reporter. How would you assess Aaron Rodgers' performance last night?
Well, he wasn't good. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was put under a lot of pressure by that Chargers front. They were physical, they were fast, they were getting after him, and the best thing about it is in the four-man rush. They were all tied together, which you have to be against a quarterback as good as Aaron Rodgers. But maybe the most impressive thing is that Jesse Minter and that Chargers group were committed to not bring extra guys in the pass rush. They didn't blitz Aaron Rodgers once. And when you have a quarterback as surgical as Rodgers, you can't give him any freebies by allowing him to know where he wants to go with football pre-snap, by being able to tip your hand when it comes to being able to bring 5, 6, 7 rushers. So I thought that was a little wrinkle within the Chargers game plan that gave them an opportunity to put the clamps on that Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Aaron Rodgers was pressured 8 times, he was hit 5 times, and he was 0 of 5 with a pick on throws of 15 yards or more downfield. Ooh. That is lights out when it comes to pass defense. So credit to the Chargers defensive front for being able to set the tone, and credit to Jesse Minter and Jim Harbaugh for having a hell of a game plan. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers did not cover himself in glory last night. He was not able to elevate that offense to the level that they needed to in order to keep pace with what the Chargers had going on.
And to keep pace with what the Ravens are doing in the AFC North. Vegas has been predicting this for quite some time. And even though we didn't believe in the Steelers, we also didn't believe in the Ravens. And when you have your quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, a guy who's that accomplished, who has that much success across his career, looking like that last night, you're not going to beat many good football teams. Incompletions, fumbles, the turnovers, it was just bad for Pittsburgh. And I'm looking at the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm starting to become a believer in them. I know that earlier in the season with Lamar, they weren't great, but they're becoming healthier. Lamar obviously is such a difference maker for them out on the football field. And if you're Mike Tomlin and that presser last night, did you tell on yourself a little bit? Did you let the world know how much pressure you're feeling when you're looking at your team missing a huge opportunity to run away with this division?
When you say pressure from whom?
What do you mean pressure?
What do you mean pressure?
The organization, the fan base?
Evan, they had a 3-game lead in the division less than a month ago.
That's right.
And now it's evaporated. And according to our FPI, the Pittsburgh Steelers are only favored in 3 of the remaining 8 games. So Mike Tomlin is in danger of having his first losing season in 19 years as the guy in Pittsburgh. That's the kind of pressure that Smalls is talking about that Mike Tomlin is feeling. There is no excuse for the Pittsburgh Steelers not to win the AFC North, and yet it's starting to feel like it's trending in that direction, and I don't know that anybody in that building has the answers in order to change it. That's the pressure.
Aaron Rodgers post-game on his performance and his team potentially, let's be honest, blowing this lead in the AFC North.
Yeah, I think I need to. I expect to play great every single week, and this was not my best performance. I got to play better than this for us to win, whatever it takes. I got to make if it's better checks, if it's better throws, whatever it is, I got to play better. I will, but we got to bounce back. We got a division opponent next week. We're 5-4. We're ahead by a game in the division, and we got to play better on offense for sure. But this is part of the season. There's ebbs and flows. There's ups and downs, and can't ride the wave. I felt like our energy, and it starts with me. It wasn't as great on offense. I felt like we were just kind of struggling a little bit and couldn't get a play to get going. We always say we just get a first down, we usually score on that drive, and we had so many 3-and-outs, and we hurt ourselves with a couple penalties, and I didn't play very good at all. So I got to play better, but we also got to realize, listen, we got 4 division games left to play. It's a long season, and it's a good opponent, and we didn't play very good tonight.
Guys, you know what's amazing? Aaron Rodgers' numbers this year. He has 18 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. On the surface, that feels like a pretty good touchdown-interception ratio. Do you know he has already thrown more interceptions this year than their quarterbacks combined did last year?
Oof.
And their quarterbacks combined last year were Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, and Kyle Allen.
Not great.
Think about that for a second. Think about the idea that their 2 quarterbacks that primarily they had last year, Russell Wilson, now he may have to start for the Giants after the unfortunate injury to Jackson Dart, but he was benched. Justin Fields didn't even throw for 100 yards yesterday in the Jets win over the Browns, but the owner of the team has basically said he can't throw the football. And Aaron Glenn, to his credit, is like, I don't care what he's saying. I'm going to try to win games this way. Those 2 guys were laughed at times this year. And statistically, they were better a year ago at times for the Steelers than Rodgers is this year.
Well, you also have to wonder, as they're watching their lead in the division evaporate, if we'll see the warm, fuzzy feelings that we've had all season long between Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin evaporate as well. when you have Mike Tomlin in the postgame presser being that curt about his quarterback's performance, and Aaron Rodgers has been the consummate professional so far in Pittsburgh. He's done everything that Mike Tomlin has asked. He's become one of the guys. He has not made it about him. But if this continues to be a downward spiral, will we see things start to flare up in that way in Pittsburgh?
I'm sure there's going to be – Mike Tomlin has never been one to bite his tongue. So I'm sure there's going to be more tension if things continue to go spiraling in Pittsburgh. But if you're Mike Tomlin, a part of the reason why you ditched the other two quarterbacks you had last year and you went with a guy like Aaron Rodgers is because you don't expect that he's going to make the mistakes that we saw in last night's game. The safety, the sack fumble in the end zone and the safety by Khalil Mack in the first quarter, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. That's the quarterback doing way too much. The interception that he threw to R.J. Mickens in the second quarter, that set up the first touchdown in the game. Before that, it was a baseball score. I mean, so like the 4th and 6 in the low red zone in the third quarter, yeah, it's a missed throw to DK Metcalf, but those are the types of plays that Aaron Rodgers routinely makes. And then the pick he had in the fourth quarter when you were going through the last gasp, again, those are uncharacteristic of a quarterback that is a future first ballot Hall of Famer. If you're Mike Tomlin, I get the frustration that you have toward the quarterback play that you saw, just because it's supposed to be significantly better than what you got last year, and it wasn't last night when you had to have it in a primetime game with the Baltimore Ravens starting to build momentum.
We may end up being right about all of this from where we started this year, right? We said the Steelers could finish with their first losing record under Mike Tomlin, and this is how Rodgers goes out. I will also say, as a caveat to that, or as an add-on to that, how they will get there is not how I anticipated they would get there. Not with a huge lead, blowing a huge lead. I know, CC, you said just because a huge lead with this team recently doesn't actually matter. For me, this is not how I expected them to get there. But a great win by the Chargers last night. They've won 3 in a row. Problem is the team ahead of them, the Denver Broncos, have won 7 in a row. All right, coming up, we will go through every game on Sunday. We'll give you one line on each of them after CC, the birthday guy,